distancing, but we are healthy and doing well. Everybody here at the home office is great. We're trying to follow all the guidelines and make sure that we stay healthy. We hope you are too. Of course, we have our wonderful products to take, and we are, trust me, taking them every day, and we hope you are too. That's the best way to keep our immune system running high and be able to fight any of these viruses that we're seeing today run across the world. It's an interesting time that we're living in. And, you know, again, as we said on our last broadcast, that, you know, you can take a glass of water and say it's either half empty or half full. And we're trying to look at it as positive as we can and get as much positive things and motion and energy as we can moving forward to get through this. We will get through this. There is no doubt in our minds that we will overcome this. And I saw someone explain the other day that if you look at our lifetime, this is only this much of our life that we're talking about, and we just have to get through it and bear through it, and we're going to be on the other side, and things are going to be rosy and sunny and happy, and it's going to be an amazing ride from that point. So right now we have to be tough. This is when we got to show our toughness. This is when we have to show our leadership and how important that is to not create panic. Unfortunately, the news, the social media, everything that's going into our ears and we see with our eyes is causing panic for us. And as a forever leader, it's your opportunity to show some leadership and courage and to go out and show people that you don't have to panic about this. Yes, it's a problem. Yes, it's serious. Yes, we need to follow certain guidelines that's been given to us. But don't panic. And I think if we can do that with courage and we can do it with a smile, and we all know we have some great products to help us get through these kinds of times, this is going to be okay. We're going to make it. We're going to win. We're going to triumph. So that's the message today, that there is hope, that we can go forward, that we can make things turn this thing into a good thing in the end. So we hope that you are with lots of courage, you're with lots of passion, that you understand that we can turn this thing around and make a good thing out of it. Now I know there's been a lot of questions coming in. Of course, things are changing on a daily basis. It's incredible. Every morning you wake up and something new's happening or it's going a different direction. And so we're kind of living day to day right now on making decisions and how we're going about. As you know, in a lot of countries right now, you're either on a lockdown situation or you know, it's very limited in where you can go and what you can do. And of course that's affected our offices. In some cases we've had to close some offices. In some cases there's some of the staff in the office but not all of the staff. They may be working from home. But in any case, I think most FLP countries are moving forward with the operations, whether they're in the office or not. The supply is still flowing. Forever Direct is still open. They're still sending products to the countries. Aloe Vera of America is still open. Right. Forever Nutraceutical is still open. So we're still operating, you know, and we're still pumping out the product and getting it to you as soon as possible. The transport in every country we know so far is still flowing. You still can receive deliveries at your house. So you can continue to order products, and in most cases you can do it online, or we do have someone answering the telephone taking some orders for you. So we're trying to keep the business rolling forward and make sure the access to product is available to you as much as possible. Gary, I know there's been a lot of questions about what are we doing at our manufacturing facilities to keep it sanitary and healthy, and why don't you explain a little bit about the procedures you put in place?
You bet. So let me make 3 points if I could, guys. The first is, as Greg mentioned, this has been a question that's been coming into us quite significantly over the last few days, is the safety and the quality of our products. First off, any of you that have ever heard me speak on stage, you know that quality is the number one priority for us here at Forever Living. That is a mandate that comes from the top. It's one that we take very seriously, and as you know, we will never, ever compromise on. In regards to the coronavirus and the kind of scare that is going around the world with it right now, rest assured our products are safe. We deal at Aloe Vera America, at Forever Nutraceuticals on a daily basis, not only with viruses, and the coronavirus is another virus like the H1N1, MERS, SARS, the flu, swine, any of these other things that we've seen that have gone around the world over the last number of years that we've been in business. We've dealt with them. Our processes, our procedures are set in place to make sure that any negative biological foreign issues in regards to molds, bacteria, yeast, or viruses in this case are killed and eliminated from the product before they ever get through the manufacturing process and into the bottle and out to you. So let me just remind you a little bit about our process. As you know, every single raw material before it is ever released within our building is tested. It's tested not only for the molds, viruses, bacteria, and yeast, but also for the heavy metals, pesticides, herbicides, all the other harmful contaminants that we wouldn't want in any of our Forever products. It is tested before it is ever released within our buildings. When it goes through the batching process, the manufacturing process, those products are tested again for all those same things. At the end, the finished product, before it is ever allowed to leave our building out to your country, is tested again. Again, making sure that our processes, procedures, scientific methods that we use, and making sure we eliminate those harmful biological agents, that they are working and that they are working at a high level. Recently though, Greg, as you mentioned, with the coronavirus and the challenges we face there, we've actually implemented even more stringent processes in regards to cleaning and sanitation. Part of that is for our employee safety, as you mentioned earlier, but the other part is to give confidence to you as our FBO that our products are safe and always, not only safe, but the highest quality, and that they will function in the way that we need them to function when you or your clients take them. So rest assured, from a quality standpoint, a safety standpoint, we have no concerns whatsoever with our products. The other question, Greg, that I've received a lot is about product supply. Obviously, we've seen a big run in, as you can see here, our immune support products, our vitamin C's, our Immu Blends, Bee Propolis, Garlic, Forever Daily, and our Aloe Vera Gel. Also, our probiotic, which is another product that I would be recommending to everybody take at this point in time. About 6 to 9 weeks ago, when we saw that this was starting to break out of China and into the rest of Asia, under Greg's direction, we ordered Forever Nutraceuticals and Aloe Vera America to stock up on raw materials and components because we knew the demand was going to increase. We've increased our production capacity. We're pumping more pills and bottles out of our manufacturing process, or our manufacturing plants, to be able to ship out to you. And up to this point, we've had a few interruptions in specific countries with runs that have gone on specific products. But in general, we will have a very steady flow of products to you. I have no concerns with being able to supply you with those products, and particularly our immune support products. We have plenty of raw materials, components, and the capacity to keep up with that. The one thing I would ask of you, if I could, and I don't know if it's been the same in your country, I can imagine from some of the reports I've seen, but here in the States, we see this kind of panic buying, hoarding of particular materials. What I'd ask you is, as members of the Forever family, buy what you need for you, your clients, maybe stock up a little, which would be smart. But in the end, we will keep a steady supply of product. Don't hoard it, please. We want to make sure that all of our FBOs and their clients have access to our great products, particularly in this time. The one product I do want to talk about specifically is hand sanitizer, because that has been a big question that has come in from all over the world. As you know, we have a phenomenal product in our hand sanitizer. The issue that we've ran into from a supply standpoint with that is there is a global shortage, and I'm sure each of you can imagine, on the alcohol that is used in hand sanitizer. It's not just something that we at Forever are facing, but every manufacturer around the world is facing right now. As we are speaking, we have about 200,000 units that are being produced that will be followed up here shortly with some others. And so that will start flowing out. We has discussed it as a management team with Rex and Greg, and we decided as it comes time to allocate that hand sanitizer, we will be judicious and following, we believe, is our responsibility as a global citizen to allocate it probably to the areas that are the most hardest hit by the virus, but we should have enough to be able to get it out to every country. But again, please don't make a massive run on it. We'll be able to keep it supplied to the best of our ability as we can get our hands on the alcohol that we need to be able to.
And by the way, Gary, I heard a report the other day that if you take rubbing alcohol, 2/3 rubbing alcohol,
correct,
and pour aloe, 1/3 of aloe, and mix it up, it's one of the best hand sanitizers.
It is. You can actually make your own homemade hand sanitizer using rubbing alcohol along with aloe vera. The last thing I want to just mention, if I could, guys, is again, we have great products, great immune support products. I hope that each of you are not only taking them, but you're sharing them with your family, friends, neighbors, your customers. The one thing, though, I did want to just point out is please be very careful in regards to making any exaggerated claims. You know, at Forever Living, we do things by the book. We do things according to the policies and the regulations in each of our countries. We always have and we always will. And the last thing I think that we want to be foreseen or have the perception of is that we're trying to take advantage of the fear that is out there. And so promote it heavily. They're great products, we know that. But also be cautious in the way that you do it. And I know that our marketing team right now is working on some guidelines and suggestions on how you, as our great FBOs, can do that. So again, guys, real quick, products are safe, don't worry. Our processes, procedures, scientific methods that we use, we have no fear of any, not only the coronavirus, but any virus, mold, bacteria, yeast getting through to the end user of our products. Product supply will flow. We will keep moving. As Greg mentioned, Forever Nutraceuticals and Aloe Vera of America are open. We have plenty of the raw materials and components that we need. Our testing methods are there throughout and before those products leave the building to make sure they arrive to you safely. And again, make sure that you're promoting products but doing it in the proper way. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Gary, and we really appreciate it. And as you said, we're trying to follow correct procedures to make sure procedures to sanitize the facilities here at the home office is the same, and we're instructing all our offices around the world to do the same. We really appreciate all our staff. We know it's a scary time for you too, and we appreciate your courage and wanting to help the FBOs in any way you can and help the Forever business in any way you can. You always jump in and are the first to go the extra mile. So we want to thank you guys and know that we're with you, and we're all together as a family, as our Forever family, as we say. Now, Aiden, Gary talked about the products and kind of the concerns that people have had, and he did a great job on that. I know a lot of people are saying, what does this mean to my business, and what can I be doing while in a lockdown, or I can't go to this place or do a meeting or whatever it may be. Explain maybe a little bit to the FBOs what we can be doing during this time to keep our business alive.
Fantastic, and thanks for that opportunity and that report from Gary, and I know that Gary's team are working remarkably hard. And I know Greg just mentioned the employees. A shout out to all of our manufacturing guys, logistics guys and girls that are working hard and pushing through this and making sure. I don't know, I saw the Amazon guy as I was driving out of my house today coming in, and I almost was like, go for it, you know what I mean? I felt this pride,
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, fight on, and so we're grateful for them guys giving us a sense of normalcy in this weird time. So Greg asked, what could we be doing? It was just really interesting, that question, because we're not suggesting you take advantage of this, this time. Can we start right now and just say congratulations?
Yeah, there we go.
What you guys have missed behind the camera has been quite remarkable. because Garrett has tried to hold that foam in his own hands for that whole time. So congratulations.
Because you have to start it this way.
So we're learning because we don't they don't usually let us behind the camera.
It goes in front of it.
So we're learning today
to do it all.
Yeah, because all of the people that we rely on, they're busy somewhere else doing what they need to be doing, and so here's us trying to make this work. So thanks, Garen, for doing that for us. But our point of focus now should be, how do I maintain my business? How do I service my customers? And if you go back to the basics of our business and what we've taught for 40 plus years, ironically, work from home is the first thing, right? They've always said work from home, and it used to be over the kitchen table. When Rex, Ruth, and the Mullen family sat down, it was probably over the kitchen table. Now, everyone is saying work from home. So, okay, we'll work from home. What's our kitchen table look like? It's technology. Mm-hmm. Our kitchen table is now technology. For good and bad. We have social media, which is a great way to communicate, but it's also a great way to get distracted. Every time you open your feed, there's some expert telling us about what's going to go wrong in our world, what's not going to work, how this is going to work out, and we start to create these probably false impressions, no fault of our own, but so we would invite you to use your kitchen table and control the content, make it positive, make it upbeat, make it informational, but don't share stuff that you don't know is right or wrong. If you hear a story out of China about something happening, you say, oh yeah, look at that, you retweet it. I'll give you a perfect example. This morning there was a report about pollution. It said that the canals in Venice are now clean. I don't know if you guys saw that.
No.
And there's this big report, and the swans are swimming on the canals. You can see the fish. And then some woman writes, no, that's my hometown in southern Italy. That's not Venice. It's going around saying the pollution's down. That's a perfect example of what can happen wrong if you allow rubbish to be on your kitchen table. So, work from home, perfect. Second thing is, use your kitchen table to be positive, upbeat. And then, who sits at your kitchen table? Your old customers. I'm sure if you took the time right now to make a list of all of the people that you'd sold product to over the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 20 years, 40 years, make a list. The other thing that we're asked to be doing right now is good nutrition, is work on our immune system. Gary made a great point. We're great for him reminding us that do not make medical claims. And this is kind of a warning from us. If we find out that you are making medical claims and you are trying to take advantage of this situation that way, we're going to come down hard on you. And that could end up with suspensions or terminations. You've heard it now. We will have no patience with that whatsoever because we are community minded. We want to help people. In addition to that, and this probably we don't usually say about pricing, keep your pricing fair. There's a suggested retail price there on purpose. Do not gouge your customers because this is the time when you think you can do that. That's just plain wrong. It's wrong in Forever's eyes, and more importantly, it should be wrong in your eyes and your community's eyes. So I hope you don't mind me adding that, boys.
Absolutely.
But that's something that we feel quite strongly about. So here I am with an opportunity to work from home, an opportunity to provide great products, opportunity to provide good information, solid information, even at some points entertainment for people that are bored, and finally to build back my community. It may not look like what it used to, but all of these things that we've listed today are now paramount in the minds of your old customers and your old FBOs. And as Gary said, we're doing everything we can with the help of our staff around the world to provide you with a consistency at this inconsistent time. So that's what we would invite you to do, is get back to those basics. To sit down at your kitchen table, and most of you in lockdown scenarios, literally, to sit down at your kitchen table, pull out your list and start contacting those people, not because you want to take advantage of them, because you want to provide hope, you want to provide product, and probably an income opportunity for those that are around. Reach out to them. We want them back. We want the gel drinkers that aren't drinking anymore to drink again. We want the people that are suffering or scared or doubt. We want them to be part of our Forever family. Take advantage of this great opportunity. There's great content on our sites. There's loads and loads of content that if you take some time now, you dig through it, you'll find great trainings, great opportunities. Our leaders, our GLT, we invite you globally to be active in an open way to your leaders, to your downlines, and share that with other downlines. Let's talk to each other across countries. We can do that safely through technology. Kim Madson's going to be doing a big training here pretty quick. I don't have the date on it yet because it wasn't confirmed. That would be a great thing for us all as a company to log on to. I know there's great content coming out of UK. There's great content coming out of UAE. I know our Italian FBOs that are struggling. We have 2 GLT members there. We invite you to be contributing to this discussion of positivity and hopefulness, because soon, very soon, this will be over. Mm-hmm. And very soon we'll be walking back out on the street. We'll be probably hugging, kissing, saying hi to people, and we've got to make sure that momentum is still moving at that time. And we're going to rise out of that, and our company's going to fly. Finally, and forgive me I spoke so long, but all innovation. Yeah, that's true. Huh? I get excited about this stuff. All innovation has come from crisis. If you think about all of the good things that we have, it's always come by somebody solving a problem. If you think about all of the things that have improved our society, it's come on the back of, I hate to say it, conflict or doubt or concern or fear. So this is a time when we can get better. It's a time when we become more innovative, more creative, maybe a little friendlier, maybe a little more patient, maybe not have our schedules as full as they once were. So this is a dark cloud, but I am pretty hopeful there's a silver lining behind it. And we will be here for you. We will not give up. We will fight to the bitter end, and we're nowhere near the bitter end, but we will never quit on you. We're grateful for you. We love you. We appreciate you. We're grateful for the leadership that we have here in the office. Sitting right here in this socially distances, and the reason we can sit by each other like this, because we're family. And they didn't put numbers on family, right?
Right.
Over to you, buddy.
Hey, good job. Thank you so much. You can see the attitude we have here. We're still smiling. We're still working as hard as we were before. And we just know that with the right attitude, a lot can be accomplished. And you have to change your mentality. You have to look at things in the positive way. And when you transmit that to others, especially your family, don't let your family members get caught up in the panic, and let's start thinking of all the positive things. Like Aiden said, this is a moment we can do lots of things that maybe we never had time to do. Take self-inventory of yourself. Take inventory of your goals, of your dreams, of your why you want to be successful. This is a great time to really do a lot of introspection and learn about yourself and get that fighting spirit back, so that when we can go out and meet with others and get back on the streets, that we're fired up and ready to go, and we know exactly what we're going to achieve. Now, we're still planning on having a broadcast on May 1st to kind of celebrate the global rally and bring some special announcements. We're going to be introducing some new products to you. And because of the situation that we're in right now, and we know that there's probably many of you that maybe could use some extra help right now, not having to wait till May 1st. So we've decided that all those that are going to be receiving a chairman's bonus check, that you're going to be receiving that money on April 15th with your April 15th bonuses. So we're going to instruct all our offices to make sure they include your chairman's bonus on the April 15th bonus, and you don't have to wait until, I think it was May 3rd we were planning on paying that out, and we'll do it 15, 16 days earlier, just to try to help everyone out. And that's just a one-time deal. We're doing it this year.